2011, checking in. Got all of my stuff. Heading to the buddy run. Run a little bit late. On my way. See you in about 15 minutes. So there's no traffic. And hopefully there's no traffic. The other part about today is there's a potential workout after work. Going back to our buddy Brian's house, and he's got a lifting session for a small group of us. I don't know if we're going. So my keys dropping, and hopefully I can find them. There they are. The workout though, I didn't see what it was listed as, if it's upper body, lower body, back and shoulders kind of a thing, but I still don't feel comfortable lifting weights, so I'm still trying to ease my arm back into getting in the full range of motion. Can't even see me. There we go. So still trying to get the body back, or the arm back in with full range of motion without any pain. It still hurts when I fully extend up, and so any kind of a pull up or pull down would just significantly hurts. I don't want to keep trying to tear it if that's what it's doing. So I may just go and watch if Jennifer wants to get the workout in and help support her, and could be a couple other friends there. I don't think I'll do an ice plunge, just a little too cold out to try to stay warm and once you get out. But that seems to be all that's on our plate for today. It could always change. We could always go out to eat, which I'm already thinking about food. Maybe I didn't eat enough last night. That's usually the case, but I'll check in later when I get more information. I'm done with work. Yeah. Did you doze off again? What? Did you doze off again? No. Okay. Oh. I was like, no. I was like, I beat her. I finally beat her. There's a documentary Jennifer found. I think it was on HBO Max. Okay. And it's Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter, right?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's about his stunt double.
Oh.
And I don't know what movie it was. I saw the first 5 minutes of it, and I fell asleep, and she was watching it the night before. And then we got back from the movie last night.
Yeah, I want to hear about that too.
The Hunger Games. Thank you. I was having trouble switching gears there with the movies. Watched Hunger Games, came back, she's like, oh, you know what? I want to finish this. I didn't get to finish last night, and we caught maybe the last 20 minutes of it.
So it's the documentary?
Yeah, but it's about his stuntman, and I guess in movie like 3 or 4, there was a stunt that he was doing. It went really bad, and as they were yanking the guy back, it like snapped his neck. And so he like was paralyzed from the waist down, and then after a while like a cyst developed, and so he started losing sensation in his right arm, and it started to slowly go to his left. And so there was like a bunch of physical therapy they were doing to kind of be like, okay, we need to do this, and how is it today? And it was like almost degenerative, and he went back and had surgery for like a month. It was like 4 surgeries in 4 weeks. So all of December, surgery, tried to get it back, and then he was just back at home trying to recover, and it was just a little intense. But she's like, I was hoping to be a happy movie, but it's kind of sad to see him go through it. But I mean, the guy was still in high spirits and everything. But yeah, that was like an interesting take, and I had no idea. And I'm surprised there wasn't a little bit more of a like, hey, let's show him support. And
well, of course there's.
Yeah.
It was the double and not the.
Yeah.
It was Daniel Radcliffe. People running in. I'm like, man, I just want to be outside.
Go outside. Take in the fresh air with a little bit of rain on. All the good stuff.
I was like, I really should get up with you guys and take Winnie for a run. I was like, well, I can take her. And he's like, no, she's just going to piss you off. I'm like, I know. But like, if you want me to take her.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll take her for like just a few minutes and I get back. Let's see. But I don't know. She's huge now.
Is she?
She's huge.
Is she full grown now? Or do you think she's still got a little more growing left?
I don't know.
The run with Barry is done. She's jogging back. I'm gonna take a minute, get some water, and then I'll try to trek back out and get a few more miles in. I think I was at 20 for the week, which is pretty good. So the more I get done today, the less I have to stress about Saturday and Sunday. And I know it's been a while since I've done a long run. And I keep thinking, oh, I'll just alternate. I'll do one long run a week, and the next week I'll do 2 4-mile runs or 2 5-mile runs, just one in the morning, one in the evening. And it never happens. I got a little extra time. I'm going to get back out there and run again. I'm sure I'll catch the sunset on the way back in, and then we'll head to work. Just a quick break right now. Jumping back out on the green belt and go for another run. Well, continuation of the run. So run part 2. Oh, I kept thinking I was gonna put in my headphones, get in excuse me, listen to some music or some Eddie Pinero. He's got his poem within if you haven't heard him. You need like a coach to kind of talk you up and get you excited about the day or the challenge coming up ahead. You gotta listen to this guy. A lot of good stuff. Very positive. He's got like a running endurance background, so it kind of fits right in with talking about the days you don't want to go, and the days you need to go. And that's when things start happening. You can get over those barriers and just things like that. Just want to see a different perspective. There's one he talks about, like rats, mice. No, frogs. Totally got it wrong. He talks about the frogs. And these frogs, there's 2 of them. They fall down like a 4-foot hole. They both start jumping for a few minutes. And then one just turns to the other and says, "We're done. We're not getting out of here." The other one's still trying, still thinking about it. Then 2 more frogs come over. And they're at the top. And they're looking down at them and say, "Hey, you can't get out of there. Stop trying." And so the one frog's still going. And he's looking. He's still trying, 20 minutes later, the frog jumps out. And the 2 that are at the top are looking at him like, "What's going on? How'd you do that? I thought I told you couldn't do it." And it turns out the frog couldn't hear. So all the negative stuff that people were telling him he couldn't do, not only did he not listen, he didn't have to listen. So there's kind of the moral of the story. You keep listening to that outside noise, you're never gonna get anything done. So just get out and do it. And stories like that, the cheating going back, there's a lot of positive stuff. I think that, like in sports, you need that coach to keep you honest, keep you positive, and keep that mentality going. It's almost like a life coach at this point. Here's the story, find where to apply it, but just keep working at it. I think like the frogs, there's 3 different frogs in the story, right? One that quits, they sign up the first obstacle or 2. The frog that tucks down on everyone. No emotional support. There's the 3rd frog, the stubborn one. Just puts their head down and keeps working it until they figure it out. That's why I like it. So I got that stubborn frog. Keep going. Just might not get it now, but I'll get it later. Whenever that may be, just let me keep working at it. And just like that, Call it a day right there. 6 miles. Alright. A little longer than expected. I think I was gonna go out and do a loop. I just didn't think when we get to 6, I thought it was gonna be right around 5, 5 1/4. I kind of just zoned out and just get to this point, And I got there. I was like, might as well do the loop when you're there. So I got there and loop, made it back for a little bit of a sunrise. But got some clouds. Definitely some clouds going on today. Had little rain sprinkles off and on the last couple of days, so. Oh, all right. Got it in. It's a good run. A little bit of a mental run today too. I finished running with Mary and sat in the car. I got a sip of water, turned the phone on, and just kind of going through social media. I mean, there's some good stories in there with people meeting their college cafeteria friend, seeing them after they changed jobs, and there's a little reunion after 4 years, haven't seen each other. You know, there's little things like that, little good stuff, little nuggets, but then you just scroll through all the other stuff that's going to be garbage that you don't care for. But got held up on that. It's tough to turn it off sometimes and get away, but eventually I was able to break away and get the run in. Now we're just trying to cool down a little bit so we can head to work. But it feels weird saying that cool when it's 60 degrees out, but I think it was definitely a little bit of progression today. Definitely picked it up the last few miles. It was a steady increase over the last 4 miles. And now the heart rate is a little bit higher than expected, but it's good. I'm glad to see that it was a push today. I thought about by chance turning it into a workout. I was looking for my workout shoes. I'm getting something small. I don't know where they are. I thought they could be in here. From that last race. But yeah, I don't see them. Here's the other thing, is I have my running shoes. I have a bag of clothes in here, which is, I put them in the bag we won last week. Then I have my work stuff, my headphones, water. I put my smoothie in there. I don't have my work shoes. I don't know what I was thinking. I looked at them. I saw them there. They weren't anywhere different. And I told myself grab them, and I think I walked away and came back. Totally spaced it, so thankfully I have another alternate pair of shoes in the car so I can take off at least these running ones. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. It's casual Friday. So I won't look too out of place if I have shoes on. But on the other day, if I was wearing slacks and a pair of running shoes, I'd be like, you forget something? Maybe your shoes are down there, huh? You gonna go for a run during lunch, kind of a thing? Anyways, silly story. We're going. We're gonna get ready and get to work and figure out the rest of the day as we go. Like I said before, we might go to the workout. I don't know if we're gonna do the workout, but we'll figure that out then. Work is done. We are at Jennifer's favorite store. She said to meet her here. I don't know what she's getting. I think some food stuff. I might get a hot dog and some ice cream, or just the ice cream. I don't know. I am definitely hungry, and I could eat something right now. But I guess it depends what we get. She may say, hey, let's just go get some dinner afterwards. And I'll be like, let's go. Or she could just say, let's buy something and make something at home, which I'm totally okay with. But I am getting hungry. I am a little tired. So I'm trying to wake up. Get a little bit of energy going. I gotta go try to find Jennifer. Okay, found him. And now we're in looking at headphones for $330. I told Jennifer she has to name off everything she's buying. Anything she tries to put in here she doesn't list, I'm chopping it out of her hands. Get that out of here. Why is that ridiculous? We are not off to a good start. 3 pastries or anything else. Here's the overall damage.
Look at this guy. Look at that. See, look at that.
Okay, we're back from Costco. Papa's walked. We're relaxing. Jennifer found out there's the Blue Beetle movie on Max right now. So we thought we'd turn that on and check it out. Because Jennifer's other option was trying to go watch The Hunger Games, Ballad of the Songbird and Snake again. And so we said, yeah, let's just stay and watch the Blue Beetle. I'm a little tired. So we just started it. We'll check in a little bit afterwards. Might give a light review. We heard good things. I know
This?
I've heard it was kind of fun. I heard it gives it like a good
You told me you didn't want to see this.
movie. I didn't want to see it in theater. It's good with the Latino culture in there. And they all do well, but they're just, it's a little bit of like the DC, like where does it fit in? Is this part of the whole DC universe, or is this its own separate thing? So I don't know, but I didn't want to ruin it. And I'm starting to talk over the movie right now. So we'll check in later afterwards and we'll see. We might give our thoughts on it. Nothing too critical. And Jennifer's checking on the jalapeno bacon poppers that she's got in the oven, so she's waiting for those. Okay, we started watching the movie. I dozed off. I got a little tired. The movie was fine from what I saw. And then Jennifer got caught up texting and she was trying to make some jalapeno poppers. And so she said, just stop it. There's going to be a Suns game on. Just watch it. So I was like, sure. I'll watch the Suns game. So I watch the Suns game. Club's over with me. Yeah, baby. I think we're just going to call it a night. Jennifer's talking to her sister for a little bit. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know if the plan is to wake up early tomorrow or sleep in. But I know we're going to run eventually. It does do a little bit of math at work. If I run 8.5 miles every day for the rest of the year, I'll hit my goal for mileage for the year. It's interesting to think about, right? It's easy to say now, I do it. But how many days? I'm almost interested to see how many days I can get in that much mileage. Because right now I have those rest days where it's just 2 to 3 miles. I think I've been averaging 3 miles the last couple months, but very few far in between 2-mile runs. I think the last time I had one of those was in the summer, so I've been doing pretty good. So 8 miles for 44 days is quite demanding. So we'll see. It could feel great tomorrow. I could just do a long run tomorrow and put us a little bit over. And I don't know. Could get a couple double runs or a couple buddy runs. Those always help. So who knows? It's up in the air. I'm just gonna take it day by day. I don't know if I want to put that pressure on me right now. I don't want to do anything to distract me from my first goal. So we'll just see what happens the next 44 days. So you come on the journey. We'll see when we get there. But for now, we're just going to call it a night. So on your life with health and happiness, have a good night.